Without fail, one of the most important things about video games to me is their sense of control. This is going to make it seem like I have a complex, but stick with me. There is so much in life that is completely out of my hands, and to me, this can be worrisome. It's simply a part of life, and I have no choice but to deal with it. But within the wonderful digital landscape that is video games, I'm presented with the full control of all its systems and all of its mechanics, that I can learn the basic concepts and spit them back quickly so as to rapidly respond to the environment in which I am playing. One thing I hear or am told quite a lot is that if you don't like something about your life, then change it. Fine. In concept, that is literally the best option. Fix every single thing about your life that you don't like. Reality says that I have to pay bills. Reality says that the family you're born into often cannot be fixed, ignored, but never fixed. Reality can tell you at any moment everything can change, for be it better or worse, and there is nothing that you can do about it. I get what people mean when they say things like, change the things in your life you don't like. If you're overweight, work on it, sort of thing. If you're addicted and falling apart, work on it. I get it. Video games, though, provide that immediate stimulus of some sort of control. They provide an understanding that when you are in this world that you grasp the mechanics at play, and that if you do break those games, then you are breaking the overall system of the game. Which are why bugs and glitches, or any assortment of weird technical hiccups, bother me to almost an infuriating degree. While in life, I simply go, whatever happens, happens, but from my digital media when I am unfairly hit or glitched into oblivion, or die and lose hours of progress. Unlike most that probably shrug it off as an annoyance, I take it as a slight against the game. What brings this about is that I've been trying to play Horizon Zero Dawn on PC, which is such a shit port that I refunded the game after 2 hours of committing myself to it. The facial animations look like clay people, and for a game that came out in 2017 that focused so much on characters, I can't say that I was very fond of that. The animations for the robotic animals were cool, but when I am in an upward struggle against a trash frame rate on a computer that should demolish this game, I feel a bit frustrated. Now, what does this mini tech breakdown of Horizon have to do with the previous rant about control and the futility of it in life, you may ask? Well, the answer is that these hiccups occur, excluding my statement on the characters as graphics should really have no say in my overall enjoyment of the game. I feel as if I am being taken out of the game, tossed back into reality of maybe there is something wrong with my computer and I need to have spent more money to provide myself with a better experience. Maybe that I could have spent my time better doing something else by not wasting it playing a game that I was not enjoying. Maybe I'm being overly critical on a game that most people enjoy. I do tend to do that. So let's back it up. Borderlands 3 came out, nearly a year ago, and I ran through that with my brother. We ignored a lot of glitches, something that I usually do not do. I'll quit playing the game long beforehand, but being as I was enjoying the time with him, I let the annoyance slide. That is until we got near the end of the game on Pandora, where the sound cut out completely. I had his voice on the other side of the party chat where his sound also cut out. It was the two of us playing a shooter where we got no feedback from the game for nearly an entire level. At that time, I stopped playing the fucking game because I could not for the life of me stand this bullshit. Overreactive or not, it's not something that I have to deal with. Remember the earlier statement, if you don't like something about your life, then change it. Well, that's what I do whenever some really whack-ass bullshit occurs in a video game. I can move right on past it and play something else. Which, without any sort of segue, brings me to immersive sims. Probably the most talked about fucking thing in video game YouTube media outside of companies dicking us with loot boxes. These games encompass something that is simultaneously infuriating for me and the most enjoyable thing at the same time. In Dishonored, you, the player, are handed a set of tools and told to go about doing something. The game will provide you with an answer. Do A, follow B, and suddenly C is the solution. That, or you can monkey jump your way the fuck around the map, stabbing everyone you see while you are blinking in and out of existence like a homicidal nightcrawler. With these choices providing the player a level of creativity and control over how they would like to do something. This means that ultimately the game can devolve into chaos. Controlled chaos within the game, mind you, but chaos nonetheless. Most games are moving the way of letting the player technically be able to do whatever the fuck they want, which is kinda bullshit. Video games innately do not allow people to do whatever they want because that would break the fundamental rules established by the creator's developer. Immersive sims, on the other hand, engage in that sort of player-defined agency that allows players to do whatever they want within the toolset provided by the developer. This allows a sense of control over said digital space, and even if these games had glitches, players then could take advantage of them as features rather than annoyances, as I see them. So, yet again, you ask, what's the point of this video? I have gone over how I hate glitches and bugs due to how they affect my experience, while praising them simultaneously for being the exact thing I hate. I have said that immersive sims provide an unparalleled vision of this control in video games, while describing how ultimately mechanics inside of them are outside of your control. I bitched about how life is really just randomized bullshit tossed in with a bit of human agency. So it really does come to you make things of what you can and enjoy the things you enjoy. I could talk shit about Horizon for hours, probably. But ultimately, I think it's better that I talk about things I enjoy, and I have control over that, over the idea that not everything will be for everybody. And despite the fact that I can objectively measure some things I hate, often there will be someone out there that will enjoy the thing that I broke down meticulously. No amount of facts, statements, analysis will matter to them. I could argue with them on their game or movie sucking, but ultimately if they decide that I was wrong from the get-go, why should I bother? Out of sight, out of mind. I'm sure that's how most people feel. Speak what you believe in, stand up for it, just know that if you can't change those exact individuals' minds, hopefully you change someone else's in the process. Because you can control the words that come out of your mouth, but not others. I can control the inputs I put into the game, but not the systems behind it. Thank you for listening. This has been a Tree Talk. Hope you leave me a like and plant some roots on this channel with that subscribe button. Till next time, let's make like a tree and leave.